This morning I made my way down to downtown Detroit. If you are familiar with the area, you will know that at the exit to the Detroit Medical Center, which is where Children's Hospital is, there is kind of a fun scene where the Renaissance Center, which is the headquarters for General Motors, lines up with this church. There's just a moment in time. So captured that as we were making our way down to the Neuro NICU for a meeting for HIE Awareness Month. And as I met with the team at Detroit Medical Center Children's, which was the home of the starter multi-center study for cooling with Dr. Sita Shankaran many years ago, DMC Children's was definitely one of the pivotal parts of the cooling expansion and cooling work in the United States. And it was wonderful to meet with the team, learn about the exceptional work that they're doing to take care of families. And then I got a tour, and, as a parent who sat in a NICU almost 13 years ago, feeling very alone and isolated, like I know so many of us have or still do. The change in particular, this was not the NICU that my son was cooled in, but I know that the concept of Neuro NICU has been rolling out steadily over the past several years, and to see it in action was really incredible and moving, and just so special during HIE Awareness Month. So this is Hope in Action, which is our theme. And so many of you know that our program manager, Deanna Bryan, works very closely with fulfilling the support packages and educational materials for HIE families. And so I wanted to share behind the scenes of this Neuro NICU and what their process is for incoming families. While I was there, there was one baby in cooling, and then they had gotten the call to prep for a transfer for an incoming baby who is going to be cooled. So in their stock room, they have our support packages, which contain all sorts of goodies for the families and information about our community. A note from a parent typically is in there welcoming them and letting them know that they're not alone. What DMC Children's does is they have these blue folders. Where are they? I think they're down there, up here. Oh, there we are. They have them in several different languages because Detroit has a lot of very common languages. So English, Spanish, Arabic are the top three for sure. And they have their own blue folders. They staple our infographic to the front of them and then stuff things in their own. They have the DMC stuff and our stuff in it. All the educational materials for families. And so they get that a little bit later. They walk into the room, and I'll show you in just a second, with this bag in the room for them upon arrival. And so outside each baby's room of the Cool Kids, they have a Cool Kids need decreased stimulation, which has all the points to remember as care team is approaching these kids. And then Cooling Baby, just making sure that people know, the care team, what they're walking into. They have a preemie section in their Neuro NICU for preemies that are either have experienced IVH or are at risk for neurological issues. And then they have this for the kids with HIE. This was the team prepping for the incoming baby. They're making sure all the lines are ready, everything that they need, pulse oximetry, NIRS, EEG, all of that. The bed is all ready. They have all private patient rooms, which is really amazing. Many of us were in pods or still are in pods with very little privacy. So it's really amazing to see these beautiful, bright rooms for families to have. They have a sleeper sofa, pump, all the things. And then on that sleeper sofa, they have the support packages right in the room for the family when they come in with their baby. What I think is amazing is this truly is hope in action. This is stuff that our community dreamed about at the start of this more than 10 years ago, 14 years ago, 15 years ago, when families who predate me came in, started the Hope for HIE Facebook group, had this dream of having families be supported right in the NICU, be connected to support, advancing research. All these things are happening. The the head of the neuro NICU at DMC Children's is part of the Neonatal Research Network. She was a site PI on the recently published preemie cooling trial. So research is obviously moving forward, very much so, and continuing. And it's, again, just a nice moment in time to reflect on our growth, where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. And just, again, so thrilled, one, that we were welcomed in and could talk about Hope for HIE and our programs and services and our upcoming events and things like that. But also, at the heart, of course, is knowing that families are going to walk into that NICU and they're going to be supported and connected right away. And whenever they're ready for support, we're here for them.